chapter begins with the narrator announcing that the Spanish team's victory has confirmed the final rankings in the competition. The scene shifts to show the reactions of various players as they learn their rankings. Players such as Nanase, Raichi, Zantetsu, and Kiora express relief and joy upon discovering that they have survived and secured their positions in the competition. However, Tokimitsu, who is ranked 25th, appears visibly upset by the news. Ego then proceeds to announce that those who did not make it into the top 23 are no longer needed in Blue Lock, and they are asked to lock off. Isagi confronts Ego about Nagi's absence on the list. Ego explains that Nagi's performance in the match was uneven, with both impressive and disappointing moments, leading to a discrepancy in his abilities. Ego justifies Nagi's placement by stating that his relative salary accurately reflects his current performance level. REO'S, unable to accept the ranking, pleads for a redo, arguing that Nagi's talent is recognized and that he possesses the ability to perform miracles. He believes that Nagi's greatness should not end here, and argues that his genius should be acknowledged. REO'S pleads for a recalculation of Nagi's ranking, expressing his disbelief and denial of the situation. Ego firmly rejects his request and tells him to shut up, reminding REO'S that this is a place for creating the world's top talent, not for coddling and compromising. Ego bluntly states that Nagi's talent has already faded away, much to REO'S surprise and disbelief. Ego explains that talent is not about believing in one's abilities, but rather about proving them. He adds that talent is constantly changing, influenced by various factors such as friends, rivals, goals, and feelings. Ego then mentions Nagi's fake volley in the third match, stating that it was an unexpected display of power that exceeded expectations. However, Ego chastises Nagi and his teammates for creating an illusion of talent and not properly disciplining themselves to meet those expectations. Ego states that Nagi fulfilled his dream of defeating Isagi, but the main reason why his talent withered away was not due to fear or despair, but rather due to satisfaction. Ego criticizes Nagi for relying on luck to win against Isagi, and states that his desires were not strong enough. Ego explains that Nagi had the opportunity to overcome the setback of teaming up with REO'S, even if it meant experiencing pain and loss, but chose not to do so, instead relying on REO'S efforts. Ego then accuses REO'S of continuing to water Nagi's talent, even after it had already withered, with no hope of revival. Ego continues his criticism of Nagi and explains that his desire to be the best was limited to defeating Isagi and didn't involve any deeper fire or passion. REO'S begs Ego to stop, but he continues, stating that Nagi was satisfied with what he had achieved. Ego accuses Nagi of being scared of losing what he currently had and not having the burning desire to reach further. Ego affirms that Blue Lock is only for crazy dreamers who won't settle for anything less than the world's top spot, and tells Nagi to leave and go home. The final panel shows Nagi addressing REO'S, acknowledging their unfulfilled dream. The narrator notes that Nagi is speaking to REO'S in the midst of the current situation, potentially hinting at a conversation between the two characters.
Still hungry for more? Subscribe and devour the next play.